Hello, this is Mike Hayes and we're talking about music theory. In particular, how music theory can help us play the blues better. And the subject of this video is the Mix-Lydian Mode. Now when we're referring to the Mix-Lydian Mode, we're referring to the fifth mode of the major diatonic scale. And up to this point, all our examples have been shown in the key of C, using the C major scale as our basic reference point. So we'll continue along that path and identify where the Mix-Lydian Mode begins on the piano keyboard. Since we're playing in the key of C major, we'll only need to concern ourselves with the white notes on the piano keyboard. Let's begin by getting a reference point. We'll mark in and identify the notes in a C Ionian mode. That's the first mode in the key of C. So to find the notes in the C Ionian mode, I'd begin on the note C and continue along the piano keyboard until I reach the next C, and that would be our C Ionian mode. The Mix-Lydian mode means we're going to start on the fifth note of the scale. C, D, E, F, G. There's our first note in the Mix-Lydian mode. I'm going to play from G, moving along the keyboard until I reach the next G. There's our G Mix-Lydian mode. So the G Mix-Lydian mode is the fifth mode of the key of C. Now, one of the benefits of studying music theory is that it allows you to dig beneath the surface and see really what's going on. And on a previous video we spoke about the fact that each mode has its own particular sound, its own particular flavour and feel. In fact, I tend to think of modes as like creating different moods. With the Ionian mode, the first semitone occurs between the third and fourth notes of the mode, and the second semitone occurs between the seventh and eighth notes. Whereas in the Mix-Lydian mode, the first semitone occurs at the same point as the Ionian mode. However, we'll notice that the next semitone in the Mix-Lydian mode occurs between the sixth and seventh notes of the mode. So now we can see that the reason why each mode has its own feel, its own distinct flavour, is because of the semitone placement in each mode. So as I mentioned before, one of the big benefits of studying music theory is that you get to see the big picture. Now I'll give you an example of what I mean by that. So far we've been discussing the C Ionian mode and comparing that with the G Mix-Lydian mode. But what we've really learnt here is the underlying structure for every Ionian mode and every Mix-Lydian mode. What we now know is that the Ionian mode at any pitch level will have this structure: tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Whereas the Mix-Lydian mode at any pitch level will have the underlying structure of tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone, semitone, tone.